Give me a second. All right, we have it recording. We all know I'm notorious for not hitting that record button, but I actually did it. So very excited about that. So welcome everybody. I hope everybody is having a great morning, great afternoon, or great evening, depending on where you are at in the world. Marlene, thank you. she was reminding me on the other side. Don't forget to record. So I appreciate that. But welcome everybody. It's been a minute since we've been out here. I apologize for last week, as I said. On Tuesday it was actually my wife's birthday. That's why I wasn't out here. And Thursday, I just wasn't prepared. That's just the bottom line. So here's the deal. We are here now, and we're going to talk about some of those things to help you build your business. There's some specific things I want to talk about here tonight in regards to, really getting things ready for you to be able to take your business to the next level, whatever it is. As I said, if you have people out there that aren't even in Lionshare, I still think that this is a great training for them to come out to, because we're going to be talking about those things that can help you build your business online. Even though COVID and the entire pandemic has gotten a little bit better, there's still challenging times out there, right? There's still people that have lost their job. There's still people that can't go to work, and depending on what country you're in, or even what part of a specific country you live in, the challenges might be greater than others. So it would be awesome, I assume, for everyone on here to have a business where they could attract people to them instead of having to go out there and chase them. And that's what this entire process has been about, right? It's about being able to attract people to you instead of you having to go out there and chase your friends and family members and all that. So we're going to talk specifically about that and how it can do it. Now, I'm going to tell you, this specific training that we're going to do here tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about mindset. Okay, we're going to talk about some of that, but we're also going to talk about some of those things that you need to have in place to be able to even have your funnel going for you. Now, I'm going to have an entire another video that actually is going to be recorded that I'm going to send out. Okay, instead of doing this live where you have to go through there and you have to watch me click the buttons and all that, I have a video that I'm working on and is finishing the editing actually, that we're going to send out, where you're going to be able to go through and set everything up on your own. Because the reality is this, over a 3-week period or whatever it's been, it's very challenging for people to keep up with that, number one, right? And not want to move forward. And number two, some of you might not just be there technically where you can keep up and just pick right back up, right? So you're going to have one video that you can actually, revert back to that can help you build this out. Now, in addition to that, as you know, we are working on multiple things behind the scenes with Lionshare. So I just want to talk really briefly about that before we get into some of this mindset stuff and some of the things that are going to help you build your business. Number one, as I said on my video, I think a couple of days ago, we are very close to airdropping our Lionshare token. Now, I want to be clear to everybody, and I think we've been clear from the very beginning that, this is not a token that's going to trade on the market. At some point, it could have some value depending on, the participation that we get inside of Lionshare and things like that. But these tokens are going to be designed to give you voting rights, to help you do specific things inside of the Lionshare program. And we're going to create some really cool things that you can actually use your tokens for. So just know that that is actually coming, and we will be airdropping those here pretty soon. All we're doing right now is honestly finalizing the white paper, the programming side of it, the token, all that is 100% complete. We're just waiting on the white paper to be completed. Once that's in place, we're actually going to send those out and deploy it to you so you can be able to utilize those, which is a pretty cool deal, right? Now, if you've seen one thing with Lionshare, I would say that what we say we have been doing, right? When we talk about the things that we are going to do, we have actually been doing what we say we're going to do. We've been very fortunate. I have to brag on our programming team for just a second. I've seen so many platforms out there that have come and gone very quickly, and a lot of them that haven't even got off the ground. And, I say this with 100% honesty. I don't like that. I like people to have success in this industry. I even like my competitors to have success in this industry, because I have the mindset that there's enough for all of us, right? There's enough abundance for all of us out there. So as many platforms that can work and help people in this day and time, I'm all for that. So I want you guys to understand that when I talk about this and I say, hey, there's so many platforms out there that haven't made it, I'm not coming from a place of, hey, look at us, we made it. No. I'm coming from a place of, we're so blessed as a community and, as a smart contract, to be able to have the programmers in place that we have, to have the partners that we have in place, to be able able to drive this. And as I've said from the very beginning of the year, even when we had Spin out here and we did that conversation, there is so much more coming inside of Lionshare. Now, has it happened like that? No, it hasn't. But we are all about that strategic timing, so there's a lot of people that, you've been with Lionshare, maybe you've been paying attention to other stuff, maybe you've joined other stuff, and hey, I'm an entrepreneur. I have my hands in multiple things, just like all of you. But there's one thing that I know for certain, okay? Oftentimes in life, when you look around, what you need is right in front of you. Now, what do I mean by that? I want to ask you guys a question, okay? Have you ever been looking like for your cell phone? And this has happened to me, so this is why I'm asking this question. Have you ever been looking for your cell phone and you can't figure out where it's at and you're actually on it? Have you guys ever had that happen? You've actually had it up to your ear? Or maybe you've been looking for your sunglasses and they're on your head, if you do them there on your shirt, wherever. I do that stuff all the time. And, I think sometimes in business, what we do is we get so distracted with all the noise around us, we forget what is right in front of us. You see, because right now, as a member of Lionshare, I want you to think about some of the things that you do have in place for you, okay? You have a system that has worked flawlessly, okay? I know, obviously, we had some challenges right when we first launched the Tron contract and even the Ethereum all the way back in July. But we did something that has never been done and still hasn't been done, right? We created something here that is second to none. If you look at our program, if you look at what is right in front of you, right? Those glasses on your head, that phone on your ear that you've been looking for, that answer for you and your family may not be as far as you think it is, okay? But you get distant from it because you get blind and you listen to the noise that's out there. Let me tell you something. There are launches that are happening every single day, right? And I have even launches that come my way that are outside of Lionshare that I participate in. There's different consulting and things that I do that I help with. But here's what I know for a fact. When I look at the different smart contracts out there, when I look at the different businesses that are out there, different things that are trying to launch inside of this industry, I always go back to what I have in front of me. And what we have in front of us is something that's different. You look out there in the smart contract today, what do you see? You see all this crowdfunding, you see the same exact script used over and over, right? And it's a dead industry as far as that's concerned. You have something in front of you that you have actual products, you have services, and you also have a team behind it that is looking to improve this, right? We've said from the beginning, hey, we're not stopping at Ethereum, we're not stopping at Tron. We're going to go anywhere that we need to go to give you the very best opportunity when it comes to having the best smart contracts, the best opportunity for our members to be able to earn income. And we still hold true to that. Now, are we in front of you every single day making videos and doing all that? No, we're absolutely not. And maybe we should do a better job at communicating on that. But here's what I can tell you. We don't have to communicate that much. We have a customer support group that answers every single ticket within 24 hours. We have a system that works flawlessly, right? We have a community that we've created. And even if we went our separate ways, we can all have that family reunion where we come back and say, man, you remember this? We rock this thing. I'm telling you this because I want you to get ready for what is coming, right? I want you to get ready for what is coming. We are in the calm before the storm right this second. There are so many things that are coming inside of Lionshare that you don't even know that you don't even have an idea of what it is, that I promise you, it can change you and your family's life once again, just as it already has for many of you out there, okay? So as you're out there doing your other businesses and as you're out there doing your other things, I want to encourage you to remember, hey, you have a home here. You have a business that you know for sure works, right? It pays out 100% of the commissions. It goes right to your wallet. There's opportunity. If you're in a spot right now that you're needing income today and you're looking for it, it's right in front of you, right? Don't be looking for your phone if it's on your ear like I do, or don't be looking for your sunglasses if they're on your head. I've been there so many times. Your car keys, they're in your car, right? We've all been through that and we've all done different aspects of that. You have something right in front of you that is so strong. But that's going to kind of lead me into my next point, which you're going to be like, what is this dude talking about? But I want to talk about that entrepreneurial journey that we're all on, right? That diversification that we have in our businesses when it comes to smart contracts. I get messages, James, all the time. Hey, is Lionshare going to come out with this? Are you guys going to do this? Look, we don't have to be everything to everyone. We know what we're good at, and that's what we want to focus on. We want to focus on creating opportunities that we already know that we're very, very good at and put you in a position to do that. Now, the truth is this, okay? It doesn't matter if you love us. It doesn't matter if you have Lionshare or you love smart contracts. the reality is we're all going to have our hands in different things, right? We're all going to be creating different opportunities for our families in multiple areas. But what I'm telling you is this: I still yet to see another platform out there that is working as flawlessly as ours has, that is as transparent as we have been. You can see every single thing that we do, and we've created this awesome community, right? It's hard to find. We created something that is like once in a lifetime opportunities. And like I said, this is just the beginning of where we're going. But what I want to talk about this tonight is how this relates to your business, right? How do you, from a marketing standpoint, position yourself to not only help yourself with your lion share business, but maybe you have a passive opportunity that you're working, or maybe you have a health and nutrition company that you're working, or maybe you have an e-commerce business that you're working, or a coaching business, or whatever you're doing in addition to your lion share business. Like, how do we relate all those into one big thing to where we can move forward to have the people be attracted to us? Because here's the cool thing about business, all right? People do business with people that they like, right? Like, trust, and know. Now, we live in a world today that with the click of a button, we can have a message out there to millions of people. And sometimes it's only one or two people that see it, but oftentimes things go viral that we don't even expect are going to go viral, right? I'm going to give you an example. My daughter told me tonight that she had actually taken a picture of someone else's, I don't know what type of post it was, some type of post. She sent it to one friend. Well, that friend actually posted it on her story, and it had like 100 hits. It was just for her. And she's like, Dad, I didn't want 100 people to see that. And I was like, hey, Jensen, wake up. Like, this is the world that we live in. You see, you have an opportunity to touch more people than you've ever had a chance to touch in your life with not only your lion share business, but you as an entrepreneur, you as a person. And you guys have heard me as we built through this through this process of building out this funnel, where I've showed you on GrooveFunnels, hey, we have our landing page, we have our sales page that then leads to someone. And I've talked about the fact that 99% of people in this industry are doing it wrong. That's why there is the 1% that is making the money, and the rest that are watching them making the money and like sheep doing everything that they tell them to do. You see, what I'm trying to turn you into is that 1%. I'm trying to get you to the place where you can break free from following whoever you're following and be the leader that others want to follow, right? That's what you need to be. You need to be the leader that other people want to follow. I love the fact that you guys came out here tonight, and maybe you like to hear what I have to say. Maybe I annoy you. I don't know. But for those that are getting this message here tonight, the biggest thing that I want you to have is this: you already have it inside of you, right? A lot of the stuff that I talk about is not brilliant. It's stuff that you already know, but it's just like we already know how to lose weight if we want to lose weight, right? We have to eat right and exercise. We all know that, but guess what? We will buy books. We will buy the next magic pill, whatever it is to help us get to that health and nutrition goal. We all do that. I mean, how many times have you been in a place where you're like, man, I'm ready to get in shape, and all of a sudden you buy something new, right? You buy either, a new pill, you buy a new piece of exercise equipment, whatever it is. Now, does it usually help get you to where you want to be? No, it doesn't, because guess what? That knowledge is already up here. You already know what you need to do. The question is, are you going to do it? Are you going to get uncomfortable enough to get to where you want to be, in the future of your business as being an entrepreneur? And the truth is, most of you will not, okay? That's just the honest truth. Most of you are comfortable with just being in that 99%. You might make $100 here or there, maybe $200 here or there, and you'll kind of bounce from place to place, but you're never going to be in that, hey, where you're earning that $10,000 a week or $50,000 a month. If you remember when I told you my story, the guy that introduced me into this industry told me that I could be making $50,000 a month in my first 6 months. And when he said that, I believed it. Now, did it happen? No, it didn't happen, because I was doing it wrong, right? All I was doing was pounding the phones, doing all the things that everybody told me to do, worrying about what every other leader was doing instead of worrying about myself. You see, you have to find your own flow. You have to find your own way to communicate with people. You have to find your own people that will be attracted to you, and you will be shocked. I'm telling you, you will be in shock how many people will actually be attracted to you when you start adding value, that word again, value, to the marketplace, right? So how do we do that? That's the biggest question that I've gotten from people. The questions that I've been getting from these trainings are not, hey, James, how do you set up this funnel, right? You guys know as well as I do, it's a lot better to just look at one video to walk you through that and show you exactly how to do that. My questions haven't come from the funnels. My questions have come from, hey, James, you keep talking about the fact that we need to add value to people's lives. I don't have any value to add. I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to say. I use my social media to post pictures of my kids, not to actually communicate with people. Well, listen, the reason why you do that is because it's comfortable to you, right? I don't post anything on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. And why is that? Because that's uncomfortable to me. Now, I told you through this process, I was going to be doing some of this as well, right? Now, have I done it? No, I haven't. You haven't seen one post on my Facebook page since like maybe 2016, right? So I need to get into this as well. And I talked about this community that we're creating. I don't want this to just be me talking. I want this to be an opportunity for people to come out and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what's been working for me. These are some of the things, because here's the deal. We have some great marketers that are inside of this contract that have had a lot of success, maybe even more success than I have in different areas that they can add value. So we want to look at that. But let's get back to the point that I was trying to make of, where do you find that value? Where do you find those things that I keep talking about? Like, you got to give it to the marketplace. If you want something, you've got to give something first, right? And I want you to think about this. I mean, you can relate it to almost any part of your life. In order to get paid at your job, what do you have to do? You have to work, right? In order to get in shape, right, or get fit or lose weight, what do you have to do? You have to eat right, and you have to exercise. You have to put it in. You have to give in order to get in every aspect of your life. This is not rocket science. This has been true since the beginning of time. In order to get, you have to give. And the only way that you can give is you have to find those things inside of you that other people will like and want to be attracted to. If you're one of those people right now that on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever you use right now, all you're spewing is constant negativity about your life, then you are going to attract misery. You are going to attract those people to you. If you talk about how hard it is for you, if you talk about how you are broke, if you talk about, how you're not fit, all those things, then guess what? You are all those things, and you will attract that exact same person to you, and you'll be surrounded with a bunch of people that are out of shape, broke, and unhappy. Right? That is the truth. So what do you do? How can you actually fix that? Well, the first thing you have to do, and I've talked about this many, many times, is you have to get your mind right. Now, how do you do that? Well, it's simple. There is YouTube, there's podcasts that are free. There are so many tools out there right now that you can learn from the best minds in the world when it comes to marketing, when it comes to mindset, when it comes to anything that relates to getting you as an entrepreneur ready. The question is this: are you going to be willing to put down Netflix for a second, right? Are you going to be willing to get off Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is that you spend your time doing hours a day, and fill your brain and fill your mind with something that is going to be able to change your life? I don't know. I can tell you that I was the worst of the worst. When someone mentioned the word mindset to me or any of that stuff, that was frou-frou stuff to me. I did not care for it. I was too cool for it. I wasn't going to buy into it. And I don't really know what it was inside of me that switched. But I started listening to Jim Rohn. I started listening to Tony Robbins and some of these people out there. And all of a sudden things started to click with me, right? I started to think a little bit different. I started to talk a little bit different to myself. And then all of a sudden I started to attract different people into my life. I started to become the leader that people want to follow instead of me following everybody else. And it's little things, right? It could be a meeting just like this that you took the time to come out here today to watch, instead of watching TV or stuffing your face as you sit there in front of Netflix, right? You chose to be here because you at least have enough, responsibility to be here to help better yourself. And you have to take this every single day. So here's what I want to tell you, okay? When you are looking at someone build a house, and I'm here in the United States, so like I know they build houses differently everywhere, but when I think about building a house and I think about a brick house, I think about laying a brick every single day on my business. I think that there's often days that go by and sometimes weeks that go by that we don't do the things that we're supposed to do. But the coolest thing about being a human is you can make a decision today. Right now it's 9:23 p.m. at night. If I made a decision today that I wanted to become a bodybuilder and I started doing it today, I could become a bodybuilder because I'm human and I have the mind to do it, and I could go get the knowledge to do it. Now, obviously, I'm not a bodybuilder, right? But I could find the tools that I needed to do that. I want you to think about that for a second. When I tell you everything you need is right in front of your face, I truly mean that. If you're looking for money, it's right in front of your face. It's there, right? If you're looking for new people to join your business, they're right in front of your face. If you're looking for that value to add to the market, you have it and you don't even know it. How many times have you heard me say, look, you know more than 95% of people out there in any business, anything that you do on a regular basis, you're going to know more than 95% of other people, right? That's all you need to know. So if you're out there today saying, hey, I don't have the answers, I don't have the ability to add that value to the market, that is wrong. You do have it. It is inside of you. You just have to find it. So here's a couple tips that I want to give you here today to help you find those things that you're going to add. Now, remember, I said from a marketing standpoint, you really need to find 3, maybe 4 things that no matter what you're doing, that is what you are spewing in every post that you make out there in social media, every conversation that you have, every video that you make for YouTube, whatever it is that you do to get your message out there, there needs to be consistency in your messaging, right? And that could be controversial. It could be, about anything, but it has to be consistent, right? If I'm sitting here today talking about this specific business instead of something that is going to add value, people are just going to click on. So let me give you an example. If you're one of those people right now, I've said this a lot, you post every single business that you've ever been on your Facebook page. You put your link out there over and over and you tell people to join, whether it be your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. You say, hey, join. You might put a nice picture of yourself or, say, hey, people are earning money every single day. Throw your link out there, DM me about it. And no one does. Do you want to know why? Because there's no give and take there, right? The only thing that you're doing is giving a link and expecting someone to sign up for you without giving them what they really want. So what do they want? Well, you have to figure out what people want. And the only way that you can do that is decide, what are your views? What are these things that you're going to be talking about? You don't have to be an expert in anything, but here's the deal. If there's some specific area of your life, whether it be, we're talking about smart contracts here, right? So this entire funnel that I built was about smart contracts and understanding smart contracts, which leads people eventually to sign up with Lionshare, right? But here's the deal. I also am part of a sports wagering company. So, there's a lot of people out there that love sports. So if I wanted to have some views and some value on sports, I could do that as well. I could give free picks away. I could do something like that to attract people where I'm giving value, where people eventually are going to come to me and say, man, what do you do? Like, what is it specifically that you do? And that's when I have that conversation, right? Imagine for a second people sending you DMs, right? People sending you direct messages, people emailing you, people contacting you instead of you contacting them, right? Instead of you DMing them. That's a different mindset, right? That's a different story. Let me ask you a question. Just give me a number 7. Give me a number 7 if you like the idea of people contacting you instead of you chasing them. Just give me a number 7. If that's something that you would be like, man, if you can really show me how to do that, I'm in for that. Give me a number 7. Yeah, right. All of you hitting 7 here. Me too, right? Me too. I couldn't figure it out. For 2 years. And you see, here's the deal, y'all. I am trying my best, right? I'm trying my best to give you guys the secret sauce that no one gave me, that I had to figure out. It took me literally almost 2 years of my life to really make any money in this industry whatsoever. I think oftentimes when people look at, anyone that's had success, they think, oh, well, it's the way that they look, it's the way that they talk, it's the way that they dress, it's all those materialistic or, MB type things. It's usually not, right? It's usually what they are doing behind the scenes. What are the things that they're actually doing? You see, these calls like this, these are good, right? And it's fun to come out here. What you guys don't see is some of the things that go on behind the scenes. I told you, like even with GrooveFunnels, I took an entire weekend to learn GrooveFunnels. I'd never worked on that system in my life, but I wanted to give you guys something, right? I wanted to give you something that you could use to help your business so you don't have to figure that out on your own. Now, people love that, right? People love that idea. Hey, you can give me a funnel and it's going to be free. Yes, I will take it. hold on, James, you mean to tell me you're going to shoot a video for me and you're going to tell people the 5 things they need to know about smart contracts, and you're going to let me use that video or make my own? I can even use your script. Yes, I didn't have to do any of that. And I'm not saying, oh, congratulations, James, thank you so much. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. You see, I gave, and you have to come from a place of what can you give to this marketplace? What is it that you can give? Most of you out there in your mind right now, you think that you're not a leader. You think that you cannot add anything of value to people's lives. And guess what? You're right. You can't if that's the way you think. So the biggest thing I want you to get from this call here today is you have to start working on yourself, because without that, without 10, 15 minutes a day of learning from someone that is in a different spot that you are, okay? Someone that is might be where you want to be, or someone that from a mindset standpoint can help you. If I was you right now, if you want me to give you a direct, people like to be told what to do, I'm going to direct you this. Go to YouTube as soon as you get off in here, type in Jim Rohn, Jimrohn, hit enter, and watch as many videos as he can for the next 30 days and see what happens to your life. Okay. This guy's unbelievable, right? He's phenomenal. He helped me out so much. And there's so many just like him. So, the reason why I'm telling you this is because of this. I can show you everything that you need to know. I can show you the funnel side of it. We can talk about this autoresponder. I even told you I was going to write the emails for you. I'm going to give you all that stuff. Okay. But the truth is this, even if I give you all those tools, even if I give you the funnel, I give you the sales page, I did the video for you, I write the emails for you, from a parent standpoint, it's almost like I'm enabling you a little bit. Okay. Let me ask you all a question that have kids. If you do everything for your kids, you clean up after them, right? Every single time they make a mess, you clean up with them. You clean their room for them, right? They have no chores whatsoever. You pay for every single thing that they do. What do you think is going to happen to them once they get out on their own? What do you think is going to happen? They're not going to know what to do, right? So I'm coming from a place, if I do all of this for you, you're not going to know how to do it on your own. I'm going to show you, I'm going to give it to you. But there's one key component that I can't give to you. And that's the work that you have to put in on your own, right? That's what you have to do up here where you're working on yourself. I can't do that for you. I can give you people to listen to, right? I can tell you exactly what you need to do, but whether you do it or not is going to be completely up to you. The things that we're talking about here, the principles, these are business principles. The very first one that I've led off with every single time we talk is mindset, right? And the reason why, and it's the most boring for most people, it's the one that's most skipped. But here's what's crazy about this. You're going to find yourself once you start figuring this thing out, and once you start believing in yourself a little bit and you find what your philosophy is that you want to share with other people, you're going to be shocked how you can dive into this, right? You're going to be shocked how you can just free flow. You think I have a script right now? I don't have a script. I don't even have bullet points. I didn't come here today with any bullet points in my head whatsoever, other than, hey, I want these people to fully understand how important this aspect of this is. I got to thinking, like, I can come out here today and I can show you how to hook a MailChimp account to GrooveFunnels, and we can get your funnel done. And we're going to do that in another video. As I said, I'm going to send it to you. But then I just got to thinking to myself, I was like, this is not a good service to give these folks. It's like doing everything for your child and expecting them to get out in the real world and know how to do it. It's impossible, right? So we have to work through this together. So here's what I want to do. And here's what I want to end with tonight, because I don't want to keep you all too long. I've asked you for the last, I guess it's probably been about a month now, to figure out what your foundational beliefs are. I've told you, find 3 or 4 things that no matter what business that you are in, no matter what you're selling to people, that you can resonate with the same people over and over because of your philosophies, right? Because of what you are giving, that value that you're giving. And if you don't have all the answers, the cool thing is this, they're right in front of you. It's called Google. Anything you want to know in this world, just go to Google and type it in, and you can become an expert, right? And you can know more than other people. So, even if smart contracts aren't your deal, maybe you've been in Lionshare and you figured out, hey, like, this is cool, but I like the health business better, or this is cool, but I want something passive. I don't want to get in here and do all this. Okay, if that's the case, you have to become an expert in whatever it is that you want to do, right? And you have to give that value to the marketplace, and you have to get uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. And I promise you this, once you do that, once you decide to work on yourself every single day, once you decide to give that value to the marketplace, it doesn't matter what your funnel looks like, right? It doesn't matter if you have the ugliest website in the world, because people don't join websites, they join people, right? The people that sell all these tools are cool and they can help because they can work for you when you are asleep. There's a lot of things that you can do. So I'm a full believer in tools, right? And systems. Save yourself some time, energy, and money. That's what the word system means for me. Those are all cool. But without the human touch, without the human element of it, I'm telling you right now, you're never going to be able to financially get where you want to be. So I'm going to leave you with this once again. Okay. This is your homework. As I'm finishing this video, that will show you and give you, it won't just show you, it's literally going to give you your very own funnel. It's going to give you the videos that you need to be able to use. It's going to give you the autoresponder that you need. All those things that we've talked about, you're going to have, and you're going to be able to set it up in, let's say, 1 or 2 videos, right? It may be too long for one, but you're going to have a series of videos that you can utilize to do that. But while you're waiting on that, if you have not figured out what your philosophies are, if you've not figured out the 3 or 4 things that you're going to share constantly every single time you're on social media, what are you doing? What is it that you're doing? Because I've been saying that from day one. And my guess is this. I don't know how many people are in here, not that many, but I guarantee you, if I asked the question, if you guys were honest with me, the majority of you would say, James, look, I've been trying to figure this out, but I just don't know. I just don't know. You see, you have to make a decision. Even imperfect action is better than no action at all, right? I promise you, nothing I do is perfect. I mean, ask anybody who works with me. I'm a little bit scatterbrained, right? I'm a procrastinator. I forget things a lot. There's a lot that goes on. Any of you that have dealt with me, you know that there are specific things that I am not great at, but there's a few things that I'm excellent at, right? And what I want you to do is find those things that you are excellent at. And, that's where your passion should be. That's where you should go with it. So, if you feel like you're a great mom, hey, maybe that's where your passion's at, being able to work with other moms. I've talked about this, right? Maybe you're a sports fanatic. Maybe you love soccer. I love soccer, right? So maybe you're trying to attract other people that love soccer that also are entrepreneurs. There's so many different aspects of this that you can go to help educate and add value to the market. I want to encourage you to figure that out. So here's my commitment to you. I will be sending these videos out. Okay. We already have the funnel done, as you know. The video that I'm going to be sending out is, number one, it's going to show you how to link up your own funnel, how to set it up 100% for free, just by using a little link that you're going to get. Okay. It's going to have the sales page or the capture page that I gave you. It's going to have the sales page with my video on it that you can change to your own. You can even literally write down every word I say and shoot your own video. I do not care. I did that for you. I didn't do it for me. I did it for you. So you utilize whatever you want. If you want to use my video, use it. If you want to use your own, create one, make it even better, right? You probably can do one even better. And I can tell you, a lot of you are sitting there going like, man, I don't really want to create a video on my own, James. I really want to use yours, right? That's that comfortability talking to you. That's the easy way. The hard way is grab your phone, set it up, talk into the lens, and it's not going to be perfect. But guess what? It does not matter. People don't like perfect. I'm telling you, people like real. This world has changed. You look at most of the top marketers out there, internet marketers, not right now, what are they using? They're using their phone, right? They're not using some high quality, factory videos. They're using their phone and they are talking into their phones because people like real. And that's what people are looking for right now. And we have so many people that are home right now that aren't going to buy into the normal crap that is out there that's blowing up all these stupid, numbers and promises and all that. No, they want to see who they're dealing with. They want to do business with you. You just got to be able to give them what they want. And that's how you are going to attract the people. Decide what you want to give back to this marketplace, whatever it is. Make that decision tonight. I see some of you, I know some of you are on the other side of the world. So it is daytime right now. And I guarantee you, some of you, I'm looking at some of your faces. I know some of you have not figured out what you're going to give back to this marketplace, right? I know you haven't. Make that decision today. Do not let another day go by. Don't do it. Don't let another night go by where you close your eyes and you don't know what you're going to get back to this market or this world tomorrow. You've made a decision today. This is what I'm going to do. And whether it's perfect or not, it does not matter. Imperfect action always beats no action all day, every day. You're going to be shocked. Work on yourself 10, 15 minutes a day. Listen to Jim Rohn. I gave you the name. I spelled it out. Go to YouTube and do it. It's that simple. And he's going to lead you to several other people. Do it. Don't go to sleep tonight without doing it. Don't go to sleep tonight without having figured out what your 3 things you're going to get back to the market are, so that by the time you receive this video that I'm going to do for you and give you this funnel that you need, you're going to have every single tool that you need in place, because you're going to be able to attract people to you. So if Lion Share is the business that you're going to build, or whatever it is, you're going to be able to have that structure in place to be able to help you. Okay. So let's make this deal. Don't go to sleep without making those decisions. And I'm going to do my part and give you what I said I was going to. And then we're going to meet up. What is today? Today's Wednesday, right? So we'll probably meet up on Sunday is what I'm thinking. I'll let you guys know for sure. We're going to meet up on Sunday. I expect that I will have that video done and already sent out to you. So we'll do a recap of that and kind of walk people through that process of what it is. But between now and then, I want you not only to decide what those 3 or 4 things are that you're going to talk about, I want you to start making those posts. Okay. So let's make a deal. Between now and the weekend, you're going to make at least 1 post a day that's talking about one of those 3 or 4 things that it is. Even if it's like a 30-second clip, or even if it's typed, if maybe you're not comfortable on video, whatever it is that you're putting out there, if it's a piece of content, if it's somebody else's information that you stole, when I say stole, you're using it. It doesn't matter. It's on the internet, right? You can utilize that. You don't have to know everything. Use the tools that are in front of you. Break free from the struggle that you're in, right? You can do it. I promise you this. If I did it, every single one of y'all can do it, and we can do it together as well. I want this to be a community. I want y'all to come back here and tell me your success stories, right? I want y'all to come back here and teach me something. Maybe there's something that I haven't learned that's new in the market. I don't have time to research all that, right? So I'm looking to you guys to add that back to me. So that could be my gift back to me. I'm going to give you what I said. Your gift back to me is that you do the things that we've talked about doing. Become the leader that people want to follow. Okay. I hope you guys have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you so much for taking the time to come out here. We did record this. We'll send it out. Be watching for that video in a couple days. And most importantly, don't forget what I said. Everything that you have is right in front of your face. If you're looking for your phone, it's probably on your ear. If you're looking for your sunglasses, it's probably on your head. And if you're looking for the business that can pay you 100% flawlessly, a contract that has not flawed one single time, a company, a smart contract that does what it say it's going to do when they do it, you've already found it. It's right in front of you. It's called Lion Share. Have a great day. See you guys.